with and Allison.
Okay.
And what are we doing here today? Well, today I just got my Purium 30-day transformation kit. I just ordered it and I'm so excited because it's been a while since I did it before, but life happened and I need to do it again. And I've been waiting all these, I did it in 2021 and I've been waiting all these years to do it again. And of course, with my dear friend, my soul sister over here, who never lets me forget about it. So thank you. Emotions,
Never
wow.
lets me forget.
Never lets me forget about it.
Slightly neurotic.
And so let me go into like when I did it in 2021 and I was ready. I had gained a lot of weight during COVID. I have no idea how, but I did. And it probably a lot of emotions. I'm a Scorpio and I hold in a lot of emotions, and that usually goes into my belly right there. And so all those emotions from that time, I was just like one huge, I just needed to release all those emotions. And who knew that something like Purium and what they put together actually allowed me to enjoy doing a cleanse, because it wasn't as if they were taking anything away. The program doesn't take anything away from me or took anything away from me. It was just adding the goodness and the vitamins and the nutrition and the cleanse the that I needed to remove those emotions, and that allowed the weight to come off so smoothly and easily that every week I was like, wow, this is incredible. Wow, and after 4 weeks, I'm like, half my body was gone, basically. And I felt so energized. I felt so good.
Half my body.
Yeah, well, that's what it seemed like to me. It's like half my body was gone. And my workout was, I like working out late at night. So who knows? My workout was basically, I did sit-ups, I did, stretches, I did just things around my living room that I could do. And I just did it consistently every night throughout the 30-day. And the shakes were delicious. And I really didn't feel deprived of anything because I still drank my coffee in the morning and at night. And I had throughout the day a couple of shakes, the amino acids, and then, the RX cleanse, and at night the delicious cherry juice, I guess what you call it, the concentrate. And it was just incredible. And so now, after 2021, and for years I kept it off. And then I went through the past year a lot of emotions. I was living in Peru for the past 7 months. My mom was getting older, taking care of her, and a lot of drama with the family, just a lot of emotions being held in. And again, it was winter time in Peru, so everybody eats bread there. And I started to eat the bread too. I started to hold on to my emotions. It was just, again, I could feel the Scorpio in me going, oh, we're gonna do another cleanse, but first we're gonna plump you up to show like a mirror reflection. You're holding too many emotions, and a lot of them don't belong to you, but you need to get rid of them somehow. So it's time for a cleanse. And I felt myself, like I was like, this is not age, is it? No, this is like, I need to cleanse my body again. And thank God it lasted for me from 2021 to, the beginning of this year, where I kept the weight off and everything else. And then again, to me, I see it as like very a one-to-one ratio. My emotions getting plugged up, I gain weight. No matter what's happening, yeah, I ate too much bread, you can say, but blah, 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 blah. But the bread was very good because it's freshly baked in Peru every day. But in that, Teresa, we talked on the phone all the time, and she's like, let's do this again. Come back out, because we were planning on coming back out. I was with my husband and my little dog, Tika, to California again. And she said, come and let's do this. Let's do the business part. Let's get people involved. It's good for you. It's good for them. So let's make money and let's help people create a better health situation, emotional situation. If anybody out there is like me, where we carry our emotions and that manifests into our weight, our waistline, then this is the most perfect thing you can do. Again, it doesn't strip you of any of your freedoms. I felt
Hmm.
I had more choices because of living the that time, that Purium lifestyle, that I knew I was doing
Hmm.
something good for myself. And in the beginning, I didn't know what to expect of it all because I never had done it besides, Teresa Samaya telling me all the time how great it is. Of course I believed her, but actually doing it, it
Hmm.
felt like a relief. Like I was finally giving myself, that self-care, that love, that spiritual
Hmm.
because I do a lot of spiritual work, but I need to bring it into this world of Malchut, this world of creation, this 3D world,
Hmm.
and that reflects in my body. And so I don't make the smartest choices in my body. I don't always eat all organic. I don't look at the labels all the time. But in that, I also know that doing this cleanse again is going to reboot me, reset me, for all those times I didn't listen to my body, for all those times I
Hmm.
didn't restrict and I ate more than I needed to, or and all that stuff, and all these emotions that I reacted to that created a lot of the blockages in my weight and, in my system. So now, today, getting the Purium 30 day and launching it today and whenever it gets here, and I already know it's going to be so amazing. That's the great thing about it because I have done it before, and my big why to all of this is me. It's like I have no idea why I'm emotional, but I but and so are the dogs, obviously, right now. But in that, I just know that this is the best thing for me to release all the things that I went through in the past year, couple of years, and all that stuff. All those emotions will be cleansed out of me. And it's a great opportunity for Samantha, Teresa and I to start this business to help other people. And we're just looking forward to it completely. So I want to thank you guys because out of all the neighbors we could have had at this moment, you two are incredible. I love being around you two and your girls, and taught me just so much just in just being, and I love people that can teach me just being themselves. And so thank you. And right now I'm going to pass it over because I know I've been talking a lot. I'm going to pass it over to Samaya Teresa, my soul sister.
I don't even know what to say after that. Wow. It's really good to hear your perspective of how you held your emotions in and that you're realizing that. Never would have thought of that myself for you.
Hmm.
And obviously that's not how I hold my emotions in. So like,
She lets them
hey,
out.
that's a cool perspective. And how powerful, because there's so many people walking around that you can do all the healing you want, but if you have the stuck emotions, then
Mm. Yeah.
you're still carrying it. So it's gonna be, I've always known it's gonna be a powerful story, you and your husband to do a cleanse. And that's just my prayers for you guys to
Thank
heal.
you.
And you're gonna make me cry, and obviously it's the day to cry.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I know.
With all the like 7 planets in water right now, so here we go. Hmm.
Oh, well,
Well,
yeah.
and then we wanted to turn it over to
And
you
yeah.
guys, of course, because why wouldn't we? Of course we would.
You guys have been leading the way,
Yeah,
showing us what's
completely.
possible.
That it's possible to have success, to love what you're doing, and to help
And to be
yourselves
healthy and
and to
happy
help
and
other people in this process. And that I can't think, we've done a lot of work for other people in our lives. We've been of service in a lot of different things. We were healers for many years in Korea, here. We sacrificed, I would say, a lot of our lives for other people. And so
yeah.
understanding how to create a balance that we can come back to, that we can actually have time for ourselves, create a business, create something that will actually sustain us and satiate the desires that we have. is incredible. And to get healthy to boot and it tastes good, I can't even.
Oh,
So, and this is not easy for me to talk in front of a camera. I usually don't. Usually the one behind the camera, helping others do their thing and stuff like that. So it's ripping off the Band-Aid and just like putting myself out there. So here I am. Hopefully it gets easier, but again, I feel like we're
Yeah.
amongst good friends, this lifetime, past lifetimes, and we're all here to support one another and see a better world, through the tiny little difference we make in each other's lives and supporting one another. So thank you so much.
oh,
Thank you.
thank
Mm.
you guys so much. We're so grateful to be connected, to meet you guys, and all like, yeah, we're all portals to different people. And so Samaya, to connect us with you and for us to be here together at this time, such a powerful time of life. And it's just so amazing to get to inspire each other and learn from each other. And yeah, I'm so happy to see you on camera because I know you are so
Yeah.
yeah, you're always giving and sharing, behind the camera, like you said, and you take beautiful pictures, by the way, in video, but it's so
Yeah.
good to see you on the camera, spotlight on you, because like you said, when you made this decision and you got emotional about that, it's because it's for you now. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I think the universe is just, I mean, I know that is, God supports that so much. God wants you to love yourself and to do the best for you because you are such a bright light. And as spiritual worker, and all these things that we need to keep our vessel a clean channel, a clear channel to
Yeah.
receive all, the information that we're here to as a vessel to bring to the world. And I know
Yeah.
that, yeah, I'm so excited for you to just you know, clean your vessel and do that, like perfect time of year now. And we are, yeah, we've been doing this for 7 years. I know Samaya too has been doing this for a really long time, maybe longer than
Yeah.
us too. But it's been yeah, we inspire each other in this journey. And I've been so inspired to watch even your journey, Samaya, through what we've witnessed, and your strength and resilience and determination to create a better world for you and your children, and for the world. And so it's our honor to work with you guys, to support and just be of service to you two, who are so of service to so many others. And it's, for us, it's been like, for my mental health, I suffered with ADD, like struggled, I wouldn't say suffered, but just struggled with the daily
Yeah.
tasks and motivation and procrastination and all the things that would spiral me out of control all these years. And I was dependent on medications every single day to just do simple tasks, just to like function. And I never thought I'd get off of that because it was such a crutch for me. And so was caffeine as well. And so was other things that I was doing. And some things are not so bad, and having a cup of coffee is fine, but being so dependent on external things. And what this cleanse did for me was, like you said, it meets you exactly where you're at. So you don't have to like stop anything. I was still on my medications when I started. I was still,
Yeah.
having 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day to function. But what it did over time was it strengthened and empowered me to like not need all these external things. And I was able to release medications because I stayed consistent. No one told me like, you're going to get off of your medications. We can't make any claims like that. No one told me.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a very personal journey, right? Every single one of us is going to have their own personal journey. And that's the main thing, is that it's personal, that it's empowerment, that we take the driver's seat back. Like, we're the ones steering the ship in our life and not feeling like, at the mercy of all these different emotional and things that control us. So I felt myself shift to really, like, I have a skin journey that I went through as
Yeah.
well. So I suffered with
Look at that.
like really crazy skin issues where like I had white spots all over my body and I was scared to go out into the sun because they would come out. And I also had acne as a child, like as a teenager, and I was put on Accutane. And then I had eczema. I was a very anxious person, so I was always picking up my skin. I just always struggled with skin. And one of the huge things that this
Huge difference.
protocol did was like, it was my skin. I started to take it, and really within a few days, my eczema started to go away. My skin
Oh,
started to
really nice to
glow.
hear.
Yeah, people were noticing it. Like it was
Yeah,
like,
I bet.
and I think, that's the great thing. 'Cause I didn't even go into this thinking I was going to do a business, but because people around, it's contagious, just the same way sickness is contagious, so is healing.
Yeah.
And so
Mm.
people around me were like interested, or like it was just bringing up conversation, and people were asking me what I was doing. And so Jared is my first customer, which I was, I
Yay.
yeah, right. Yay. Because what I love about this protocol is it comes with a gift code that you can share. And so I was like, of course, I wanted all the people I loved in my life to do this. Not everyone was open to it, but finally, when Jared started to see my results, he was open to it.
Yeah,
And
that's great.
then yeah, he had an amazing, I'll let him share his testimony.
Yeah, well,
That's
it
great.
doesn't compare to Allison's, mental health upgrade. That was really profound. I was skeptical when I started because I thought it was just powders, and we've tried that stuff before, and I didn't
Yeah.
really get much benefit from it. So I thought, I was like, I'll try it, but I have no expectations, right? The power shake tasted awesome. I love the taste of it.
Yeah.
And I would add that in. So on my way to work, they had free bagels and cream cheese at work every day, free coffee and bagels. So I'd eat that every day. And I'd also have my power shake. But then over time, about a week or two, I was like, I feel fine, just my shake. The greens is enough. I don't need the bagel and cream cheese anymore. So right there, my body isn't going into this like having to digest, and and I didn't
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
restrict
yeah. It was
myself.
enough. Hmm.
And so what happened was I had like pretty dramatic weight loss in 2 months. I lost like nearly 30 pounds in two
Look
months.
at you. Wow.
Yes, and this
Okay, wow.
slimming down, that weight, I tried to get rid of that belly for probably like 2 decades almost,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just not, it wouldn't go
Wow.
away. And I would diet, I would do coaching and training, and
Hmm.
it would be kind of back and forth, but never permanent. So this was real legitimate results, and they
Results,
and they,
yeah.
and they lasted. So it's just a testament to when you eat
Bravo.
clean food every day,
Yeah.
you detox. And then yeah, sharing it was incredible because yeah, I was kind of working as a freelancer. I'd have my own business. I had a little team at some point. I was always answering to somebody else. I always had to report to somebody, ask for time off, ask for a raise, kind of like always in that position. So finally, we're in a place now where we just share something we love
Okay.
organically. We attract people to this transformation.
We
And
do. Mm-hmm.
now in 7 years, it's our anniversary, our 7-year anniversary with Purium, and we've helped over 10,000 people, and we've made nearly $1 million with it. And it's just like unbelievable that there's this thing
Wow.
out there that most people overlook. They see it as just like, oh, it's network marketing. I've heard about that. I already have all these presumptions about it. That was me 7 years ago going into it. But
Now look at
I'm
you.
so
Yeah, yeah.
happy we took the plunge because this kind of health upgrade and wealth upgrade, the freedom we have with this is unparalleled. I've never experienced anything like it. So
That's incredible. Yeah,
thank
you
you.
guys are my inspirational story. Like to
Sure.
actually know you guys that you went through first the healing on your
Mhm.
skin, Allison. Incredible. Even your eyes are totally different eyes. Like you can see your
Yeah.
soul now. Before it was just all covered up, through whatever you were going through. I guess it doesn't really matter what you're going through, but you know what you're going through. And it's like to feel that change and to want to share that and to create something better. And now you guys are financially free and to do what you
Mhm.
want, choices. You have choices everywhere. And
Yeah.
that's just brilliant. And I love that. And doing something, and you guys are great together. And
Yeah.
and that it
Mhm.
took so long for you to lose that much weight, Jared, to keep it off. But it's like,
Yeah.
now look at you.
Easy.
Yeah.
It makes it
Your
so
kids
easy.
love it too.
He had
Yeah.
asthma and allergies before that. He couldn't run or things like that. Now he's running every
No
morning.
way. You had asthma too and
Yeah.
allergies? Yay.
Crazy allergies.
It's
I wouldn't
incredible. It's like
I wouldn't be
magic
able to
in these
handle
powders.
cats. Yeah. And so let's just share quickly what it is, because maybe there's
Yeah.
someone watching right now who's like, what is this? How does it work?
Mhm.
And it's really simple. You start with the ultimate lifestyle transformation. This package is designed to nourish and detoxify at the same time,
And build.
and build lean muscle and improve your mental acuity. So the power shake that we're talking about, this is like your meal replacement. This is your greens for the day, your fiber. This is the equivalent of 6 microgreen salads in one shake.
So when you said like balance, right? Because it's like you don't need to restrict yourself, but when you're adding so much of this good stuff in, you can have the whatever thing, like have the bread that's freshly baked. But
Yeah.
when you have this balance, you're
Uh-huh.
always maintaining, that level of all your needs met of nutrition and minerals.
Yeah, and I love that part because a lot of people get turned off when it might be a diet. They might have to sacrifice, what they really love. And eventually those things, the craving, as you said, you don't have the craving anymore. So it just goes away because you've upgraded yourself. You've elevated your consciousness, you elevated your frequency. So those lower frequencies, they just naturally go away.
Mhm.
But I love that it's more of a lifestyle and it's not a diet. It can't be a diet because you know what happens with diets.
Yo-yo.
Stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's not good. Stress is not good for your gut health. Restricting yourself, counting calories, that is not the way. What we want to do is keep track of quality. You want to have quality, you want pure foods coming in. And that's all this is. Some people think of it as supplements, but this is food. This is all just wheatgrass, oatgrass, barley, quinoa, millet, buckwheat, all these amazing healthy ingredients that you would never juice yourself every day. It would be
Yeah, right.
impossible.
Yeah.
And here you
Hmm.
are, like flooding your cells with an abundance of nourishment every single day. That's why people come back to it. And
Over and over again, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So we can just cover what's in the kit, what's in the
Please.
ULT. The Biomedic, this is a pre and a probiotic, fulvic and humic acid. This is what's detoxifying the glyphosate. It's removing pesticide residue from our microbiome, and it's proven to do that in medical trials. We could show you those results. And
Can you
this
tell
is
us a little
what,
bit about what a glyphosate is for people that
yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me share a slide about that, because
Glyphosate.
this is something that people don't understand, how the damage of Roundup, of pesticides, even though glyphosate and round is it's categorized as not an insecticide or a pesticide, it's a biocide, which it means life killer. And it was thought that it's only affecting plants. It's just affecting this pathway in plants, but it's essentially it's like an antibiotic for humans. So imagine we're exposed to this antibiotic every day, all day. And it's
Mhm.
even if you eat organic food, you're still exposed to glyphosate. It's in the rainwater, it's in our drinking water. Impossible to avoid. So how do you prevent it? How do you stop the damage? You have
Mhm.
a solution like Biomedic, and it's really there's nothing like Biomedic available on the market. Nothing is complete. And when we talk about uh, gut health, we're talking about everything that's linked to your organ health, your mental health, and your hormones. So most of your
Mhm.
hormones are produced in the gut, like your happy hormone, serotonin. That's 90 to 95% of that. So
Mhm.
there's a reason why depression is rampant, why
We need
people are
gut health
suffering.
out there in this world.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand how much they are needlessly suffering in mental captivity,
Agony.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's like we're prisoners in our mind if our gut is unhealthy and we can't even think straight. We can't think in any optimism. It's going to actually our gut is our mental health.
Yeah.
And
Can bring,
there's
yeah.
a crisis in the world right now with mental health.
Huge.
So
Yes.
absolutely. I think,
I
we
mean, the
could,
solution isn't drugging everybody with SSRIs and uppers and downers. It's nutrition, it's nourishment, it's gut repair. This is the way God intended for us to heal is naturally with food.
Mhm.
And so some people might think of it as woo-woo, like how could it possibly contend with medications? But if you're not exploring a natural route, a botanical solution first, then you're doing yourself a disservice. That should be your doctor should recommend a natural approach to
Doctors
healing,
don't
but they
understand it.
don't
They
do
don't
it.
learn gut health.
Mm-mm.
And you know, that's kind of that's the biggest problem is they're taught to treat symptoms and not to get to the root
Yeah, of
cause.
course. Yeah, but we're all living proof that glyphosate, I mean, it's real. I think the biomedic helped me so much just lose weight because it opened those channels because it was all blocked with everything else, you know, besides my emotions, which is something energetic. I'm all those emotions took like the candida, all that stuff inside of me, and this like pushed it all out, you know, and so it's incredible. And doctors have their way, but the more and more that we spread the word, the more and more people will understand that it's good to be educated on your gut health and that there are solutions out there that are not difficult
Yeah.
to do
No,
at
it's
all.
easy.
Yeah,
They're
It
easy
is
very
enough.
easy.
easy, and that's what I
Yeah.
love. It's very simple, you know. Once
Yeah,
you
we have like even clinical studies to show that after 6 weeks, it's removing 75% of glyphosate in the body. So that's just, you know, adding this in, you know, we're not, it's just doing the thing. And I wanted to share about the aminos really quickly because aminos are so important. We're, you know, they talk about, we talk about protein a lot, but we're not talking what's actually these, what we need is not just protein because there's a lot of filler in protein, a lot of, it's hard on our
Waste.
metabolic waste on our kidneys, our liver, our organs. You know, just basically like we're not utilizing all that protein. So this is actually the cleanest, most bioavailable form of the amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein in the body. And for women, especially, this is incredible because it builds collagen and not just in the physical, like vanity way, but also for our joints and mobility and for
yeah,
bone density, bone strengthening. So, and
Skin tightening too, like
skin tightening.
yeah,
Like I had a lot of loose skin after gaining 60 pounds with my pregnancies. And it was just incredible to watch because a lot of people just think, oh, this is just my body now. Like I have this belly from, you know, after having kids or something. But it was for me, as soon as I took this huge transformation with my skin
yeah.
and your
yeah, like Allison likes when I play with her belly and well, I'm just telling you. But I remember just after pregnancy, it was like it was loose, kind of wrinkly skin there, and then
Yeah.
it was just like tight again. Like it was just
And, oh
incredible.
wow, that's awesome.
And
Yeah.
this we call this the six pack in a bottle because you
Yeah.
know building lean muscle. Everyone
Right.
has this. Everyone has a six pack. It's there. It's just buried under like a layer of visceral fat, and this
Yeah.
burns it off. Like it's proven to do that.
and it also
It's
helps with
incredible.
memory and mental acuity. So this is also not talked about enough, but for people who have maybe Alzheimer's or dementia symptoms, like we really recommend that they get on amino acids because it helps to strengthen the memory and mental acuity. So
Yeah.
really amazing. And then we have, like you said, the tart cherry concentrate, which is delicious. And
Hmm.
everyone in the whole family can enjoy. We had our kids start taking that even from a year old because it's just 100% organic tart cherry
Yeah.
and it helps calm the nervous system. So we love to take it in the evening. It helps produce melatonin, which is also just so important. That's our restorative, how we restore and regenerate our cells and our sleep, deep sleep time. And it helps, yeah, it just really, you know, really antioxidant, super amazing for all
Good
around.
for you. Yeah. Hmm.
So that, and then
ADD.
yeah, yeah, well, it really, like, I would take my medications and I had a really hard time sleeping at night because these medications I was taking were like stimulants. And so because I was taking them from such a young age, I thought I had broken my like my brain when it came to sleep because I would be really
Hmm.
wired at night. And then when I started taking this tart cherry, it was just incredible the transformation I went through where I sleep through the night now. I remember my dreams. It's amazing.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have that back in your life. And the cleanser, which you know, the cleanser is something that people should be doing at least once a year a parasite cleanse, if not a few times a year. Like we recommend 3 or 4 times a year, and it comes in this package. It's enough to do 2 rounds. So it's amazing because you can do it with your husband, you guys can do it together, the cleanser. And
Yes.
it's so cleansing. You just feel clean on the inside. So you can really start to like it's amazing. We absorb food better when we're clean. We think clearer. We don't have brain fog, and it kills off the parasites and parasite
Parasite.
egg.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
can feel it. I could even feel my chakras opening, like spinning again. It was just like incredible. And you're bringing back all these memories that I had during that time. And
Can't wait to do it.
I'm like, oh my God, that did happen. Yeah.
Well, I hope
Yeah.
we can start it together at the next full moon. So that, or like just before, because that's like,
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah,
Yay.
yeah,
Yep.
it's so much fun. And, I felt exactly like you said, the shock, like I felt euphoric, like after doing
Yeah.
it for 10 days, the parasite cleanse part, I was just like,
I
holy.
loved it. Yeah, I just remembered that. I'm all everything and just the results. I couldn't believe it. Like 30 days later, I'm not even the same person, Like literally half of me was gone. So, and
Well,
all those
holy,
emotions were gone, that I didn't
yeah,
keep. It was just like a buildup of emotions. And
Mhm.
I had, like just my skin wasn't good. All that stuff was going on with me too during that time. And it just like removed it all.
yeah.
And so I'm like, I can't wait to do it again. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm really excited. And thank you guys.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. I have lots of friends with children too. So I'd love to do one, that you can talk about the products, that you give your kids and
Yeah.
how it's helped them and all that, and a future
Let's do
date.
another call about with the kids, and they can share from their own mouth
Yeah,
what
that
they
would be
love and
great.
how it makes them
Yeah. So they
feel.
can,
Yeah,
that would be wonderful.
good
Yeah.
idea.
All right, let's do it.
Well,
We need
thanks, you
we need
guys.
to
Thanks
get the
for your
word out there,
time. Thanks for the love, the knowledge, just the love. Thank you for sharing it all.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so much. Yeah, we have to get the word out there. So anyone if it's, this may be for you or someone so you have 25% off to be able to share with people to get started. So please reach out
Okay.
to Sarah or Teresa or whoever invited you has, this is 25% off. You can get started today.
This is wonderful. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yay.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you.
Mhm.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Neighbors.